Coco Gauff's unstoppable journey. Powers. Into Wuhan Open Finals. Collision fire. Can she claim the title under the hazy? Autumn lights of Wuhan. A familiar rhythm echoed. A rhythmic thud of a tennis ball meeting strings, followed by the sharp intake of breath from thousands of spectators. Coco Gauff stood at the baseline, eyes locked on the opposite court, her body vibrating with focus and energy. The 2025 Wuhan Open had become her battleground, her proving ground, and her stage of destiny. She had been unstoppable all week. From the first round to the semifinals, Gauff played like a woman possessed. Each victory a statement, each rally a decoration. The whispers in a locker room had turned into awe. She's different this week, sharper, hungrier, and now with the finals, just one match away. Coco stood on the cusp of something monumental, her chance at your name in another chapter of tennis greatness. The road to the final, fire, pressure, and grace. Coco's journey through the Wuhan Open wasn't smooth. It was sculpted from pressure and perseverance. Round 1, against China's own Zhang Shui. The crowd had been heavily against her. Every Chinese winner drew thunderous applause. Every Gauff error, an audible gasp of approval. But Coco didn't flinch. She smiled between points, soaking in the pressure. She won 6-4, 6-2, 3, sealing victory with a blistering forehand that left Zhang frozen. Her message was clear. Home advantage means nothing when I'm locked in. Round 2, against a tricky veteran Laura Siegemund. Gauff faced mental warfare. Drop shots, slices, net rushes. It was tennis chaos. But Coco countered with poise beyond her years. She learned, adapted, dismantled. Her footwork sharpened. Her patience deepened. The final score 6-0, 6-3 reflected not domination but evolution. Quarterfinals. Jasmine Pine Italy's rising star tested Gauff's resolve. The rally stretched beyond 20 shots. A battle of wills as much as skills. Yet, Coco's relentless defense turned the tide. She's like a wall, Polini said after the match, shaking her head in disbelief. Gauff closed out 6-4, 6-3, a quiet but thunderous win. By the time the semifinals arrived, Coco Gauff was not just winning matches. She was making a statement to the tennis world. I'm not chasing anyone anymore. I am the one being chased. The semifinal, a dance of destiny. The semifinal clash against Jasmine Pini was a masterclass in composure and athleticism. The Wuhan crowd buzzed as Gauff entered the court in her trademark neon fit. Her headphones on face arena opposite her stood Pini fiery and fearless. The match began with explosive rallies. Pawani's speed against Gauff's power. Both players sprinted across the baseline like sprinters chasing fate. But Gauff's movement was otherworldly. Her anticipation turned defense into attack, and her backhand sliced through space like poetry in motion. At 5 before end, the first set, the defining moment came. Pini fired a deeper turn, pinning the baseline. Coco sprinted, stretched, and produced an impossible cross-court pass. The crowd erupted. Coco clenched her fist, eyes blazing. That point, pure defiance, tilted the match entirely. Moments later, she sealed the set 6-2. 4. The second set followed with surgical precision. Coco's serve, her Achilles heel in her early career now, looked unbreakable. The scoreboard read 6-4, 6-3, and the arena stood to applaud. She had done it. Coco Gauff was in the Wuhan Open final. Flashback, the making of the Phoenix, as she sat in the locker room post-victory, sweat glistening under fluorescent lights. Coco closed her eyes. Her journey to this moment flashed through her mind like scenes from a movie. There were the early mornings on Florida, courts with her father, Coco Gauff, his voice echoing. Champions are made when no one's watching. There were tears after early exits, injuries, and criticism. The doubters had said she was overhyped, that the pressure would crush her. But Coco never bowed to doubt. She studied the greats, learned from each. Loss turned pain into purpose. Her 2023 U.S. Open victory had been her breakthrough, but now in 2025, she was proving it wasn't a one-time miracle. It was the beginning of her reign. She whispered to herself in the silence of the locker room, "I'm not done yet." The city that waited for a queen, Wuhan, had seen tennis history unfold before. Serena Kotova and Sabalina had once lifted trophies here, but there was something different in the air this time. The locals had fallen for Coco's infectious energy, her humility, and a fierce passion that radiated with every swing. Fans lined the practice courts, holding signs in English and Chinese. Gauff equals power and grace. Go Gauff. She waved at them each morning, smiling, softly, sometimes tossing a wristband or signing a ball. That connection, that warmth, it reminded the world that beneath a competitive fire was still that wide-eyed girl who loved the game more than the glory. The media frenzy, a star beyond tennis. By the time Coco reached the final, the tennis world had gone into overdrive. Sports networks ran highlight reels titled Goswan Wonderun, and social media exploded with clips of her lightning-fast footwork and unshakable mentality. Commentators debated, can she dethrone the world? Elite again? Is this Coco's next big era? Even legends chimed in. Serena Williams tweeted, she's rewriting what consistency means at 21. Keep shining. Coco. Naomi Osaka posted on Instagram, I see the fire in her eyes. I felt that hunger before. She's ready. The buzz wasn't just about her tennis. It was about her aura. Coco had become more than an athlete. She was a symbol of confidence, purpose, and youth unafraid of pressure, preparation, the calm before the final battle. On the eve of the final, Gauff's team gathered in the hotel suite. Her coach, Brad Gilbert, laid out tactical notes while her father paced quietly, protective as always. Stay patient. Don't rush the big moments. Gilbert said. Her father added softly, you've been here before, Coco. The closing chapter. A star who keeps rising. A few days later, as Coco prepared to fly to her next tournament, she looked out the window of her hotel. Room one last time. Wuhan stretched beneath her like a sea of light and memory. Her trophy sat on the nightstand, gleaming softly in the morning sun. She touched it gently, smiled, and whispered, thank you, Wuhan. You made me stronger. Her phone buzzed. A text from her father. Proud of you, champ. But remember, this is just another beginning. She typed back. Always is. The elevator doors close, and with it another chapter of her unstoppable journey. One filled with grit, joy, and the unyielding spirit of a young woman who refuses to stop believing. Epilogue, the flame that never flickers. The Wuhan Open 2025 will be remembered not just for the title Coco Gauff claimed, but for the way she claimed it with heart, humility, and hunger. She didn't just win a tournament. She won hearts across continents. In an era where tennis greatness often feels mechanical, Coco brought back magic, the kind that makes little girls in faraway courts whisper, one day I'll be like her. And somewhere in that endless future under another set of bright lights and cheering crowds, Coco Gauff will still be there, smiling, fighting, believing, because unstoppable isn't a word, it's a way of life. And Coco Gauff is living. Proof. Collision fire. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next